I'm back. Hello. I had a very good time. I had a great time. I look like a mess. I've not showered yet. I've been home for a few days. I've been at Jordan's since I came back. And yeah. So there's that. I'm gonna do this video in two parts. One's gonna be just answering all the questions you guys have left me over the week, and then I'll do another part to it that will be talking about my trip to London town. Slurping. I like slurping. I don't think it's something that I consciously set out to do, but I do it, and I do it frequently, and I do enjoy it. It's the little things in life that cheer you up, innit? So slurping's one of those. Just the noise is nice. It's just good. So yes, slurping I do enjoy. Favourite Game Boy games. I don't actually own that many Game Boy games. We do have a Game Boy. My little brother owns a Game Boy Pocket. We never updated to Color or Advance or DS. But we did have a Game Boy Pocket. And we didn't have much games on it. We had Metroid 2, which I had never really liked because I wasn't very good at it. And we had a bunch of small things, but my favourite game would probably be, because it was the only one that I ever really played all that much, Pokemon Blue. My little brother had Pokemon Red, I had Pokemon Blue. And I mean, you don't need to say anything about Pokemon, do you? It's just, you just know. Yeah, Pokemon Blue was my absolute favourite. And I was very good at it. I don't think I ever got to the point where I'd like completed the Pokedex or anything, but I beat it so many times. I had tons of fantastic Pokemon. It was good. I can't pick locks. And I've never been eager to learn. That's not to say it wouldn't be a good skill to learn. I think it is pretty cool that you know how to do it, Jesse. And I'd probably like it if I could learn to do it, but I don't know, it's just never something that's occurred to me that I'd need to do, and it's never something that occurred to me would be practical to learn. Neil did make a good point that if you got locked out of your car or your house, then you could pick the lock, but that honestly never occurred to me. I was just thinking, every time that you've mentioned that you can pick locks, I just think to myself, oh, he must be a master of crime. And what's my favourite breakfast cereal? I'm not really big on breakfast cereal, actually. We don't, in the UK we don't get the kind of breakfast cereals that you guys get. We don't get like those weird fruity ones where everything's really bright coloured and stuff. We used to get Lucky Charms, but now we don't. You guys get Lucky Charms, but we're not allowed them for some reason. But those were my favourite. That was my favourite breakfast cereal as a kid. Lucky Charms. What else? Now, you can't go wrong with good old Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops and Weetos. Weetos are essentially Cocoa Pops but in a donut shape, because I don't know if you guys get them or not. And Crunchy Nut Cornflakes are always good. Nice honey and nut flavour there. Neil, I'm still waiting on a video from you coming up, which you haven't got around to, which is fine, don't worry about it. I left this video over a day to see if you'd upload it, but you've not. I don't know why, but that's cool. I was just waiting for a question anyway. So never mind that. A couple of other things that I'd like to cover in this part of my video. Neil, your course that you're on now sounds very good, or that you've applied to sounds very good. Jesse, today I think it is, you've got your audition interview with Adobe, and that's pretty cool. That would be very exciting again if you got to work for Adobe. Why, though? Always with the big corporations, that's bizarre. Didn't you just apply to work in shops these days? That's what we do. We don't apply to work at Microsoft and then go, well, okay, fine, we'll work at Adobe. That's amazing. Wow. Whew. That's not something I would do at all. I'd be like, I will work in this crappy convenience store, and then, failing getting a job there, I will just not work at all. I admire you, Jesse, with your high aim, work-wise. Also, I've got Alien on DVD. It came just before I went to London, so I assume you guys both have it. Neil, you've got it, and I assume Jesse, you already have it. So whenever you guys are ready to get that going, I'm totally fine with it. Yes. I should probably ask you guys a question. My question is something that you don't need to answer if you don't want to, because I know that it could be quite embarrassing for you. But have you ever phoned a sex line? I ask this simply because when I was in London, all of the phone boxes and stuff were decorated with hundreds of leaflets for sex lines, and I've never phoned a sex line in my life, and I don't think there's anything wrong with phoning them. I was just curious as to whether or not you people have. So yes, that's me for this bit. I'll see you in the next bit. Goodbye.